Nintendo Switch Online has been a portal through Nintendo's history, allowing us to play games from the NES, SNES, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and the N64. With the speculation and hype of a new Switch at an all-time high and the continuation of the NSO service, the time will be just right for Nintendo to include games from two of the most legendary handheld consoles, the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo 3DS, to the service. Let's talk about it. What is good, y'all? It is the Young King Ken, and today we're going to be discussing the possibility that Nintendo DS and 3DS games will appear on the Nintendo Switch Online service, when it could happen, and what games could appear. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I do a lot of discussions related to video games as well as gameplay, streams, and much more. As this video is my 100th video on the channel, there is plenty of content at your viewing pleasure and much more to come. So please subscribe and comment what games you would like to see if the DS and 3DS make it to the service. Without further ado, let's get into this. First, we need to discuss the rumors and facts. If you've listened to various gaming news surrounding Nintendo recently, you've probably heard of the rumors that Nintendo's next generation console, for the sake of this video, we'll call it the Switch 2, is being made for a holiday 2024 release. As for rumors on the hardware, it was said, based on a patent that Nintendo made in late 2023, that the next console will feature dual screens. More recently, it has been said that the Switch 2 will be a highly upgraded Nintendo Switch and will be similar to the original and not dual screen. So as far as the facts, the only thing we know is that the Switch 2 has not been officially announced, no release dates, anything. What has been confirmed though is that Nintendo Switch Online will continue through future console generations, which in turn creates endless possibilities of what to come. So the reason why I feel that Nintendo DS and 3DS games are going to appear on the service is because of how often the new consoles are being dropped onto the service and the order in which these are being dropped. For example, you have the NES games that dropped in September 2018, SNES the same month a year later. In 2021, dropped the N64 and Sega Genesis, and a new bundle with expansion pack. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games were dropped February of 2023, so about a 1 to 2 year gap between consoles. So at some point within 2024, 2025, based on this model, the next console should drop, which in my opinion should be the Nintendo DS 3DS. But I bet you're wondering, what about the GameCube? I made an intensive video discussing the possibility that GameCube games will be coming to the Switch, either through ports and or the Surface, and the theories that I made on those videos are slowly being confirmed, with Metroid Prime Remastered and soon The Thousand Year Door, both renowned GameCube games appearing on the console through ports. And there could be a possibility that other GameCube games would just appear as ports and not appear on Nintendo Switch Online. Also in the video, I stated that alongside the Switch 2's release will come a new set of games to the service, and there could be a chance that GameCube games, as well as DS and 3DS games, appear on the service as a new tier, probably expansion pack plus or something. But really think about it. There could be a lot of games that could appear if it's just Nintendo DS and 3DS games. There's a lot of hits from that era. But Ken, both systems are dual screen. How's that going to happen on a one screen console? Well, let's take a look at the Wii U. The Wii U Virtual Console featured Nintendo DS games to the point that it could be playable on one screen. So why not an upgraded Switch? Even if it isn't dual screen, you can still use each of the screens like the Classic, or you can put the screens side by side. You can even use the touchscreen capabilities since the Switch itself is a touchscreen console. They may have to drop a stylus, but I know it's possible. With the 3DS specifically, I don't know about the 3D slider, as I think it wasn't really useful in most games and can be a little sore on the eyes. So what games could we really see on the service from the DS 3DS library? Starting with the Nintendo DS, which housed a variety of games. When we do see DS games on the Switch, it can be pretty difficult to tell which ones Nintendo will drop, so I'll name 15 games that I think will likely appear first. Starting with Pokemon Heart Gold and Silver, and I didn't really realize that there were so many Pokemon games on that console, but I digress. Mario Kart DS, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, New Super Mario Bros., Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Tetris DS, The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, Super Scribblenauts DS, 9 Hours, 9 Person, 9 Doors, Animal Crossing Wild World, Super Mario 64 DS, Kirby Canvas Curse, Mario Hoops 3-on-3, and I will do the same for the Nintendo 3DS. The games that I know we will see on the service are Mario Kart 7, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Metroid Samus Returns, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Super Mario 3D Land, Fire Emblem Awakening, The Legend of Zelda A Link Between Worlds, Bravely Default, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey, Fire Emblem Fates, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, WarioWare Gold, and Kid Icarus Uprising. From the games that may appear to the Switch 2 rumors and the continuation of Nintendo Switch Online, there could be a very good possibility that 3DS and DS games could appear onto the service when the new console releases. Comment what you think, and if you like this video, please give it a like. Watch some of my other content, and please subscribe and hit that notification bell for updates on whenever my vids drop. And until the next video, I will need y'all to keep our kingdom. Seize! Y'all.